Sarah Hoots.
Anyway, so is this your first show?
This is my first Fitness Atlantis one. I did my very first show 3 weeks ago for NBC.
So what inspired you to get involved in a show in the beginning?
Well, growing up, I was actually competitive equestrian. So I did online high school and I lived with my trainer who's the gold medalist at the Athens Games. So I was used to competing for something. And then when I started college last year, I sold all my horses and I continued going in the gym. And then just learning more, like reading Oxygen and seeing like Lindsay Messina, I was like, you can compete with your body. I was like, this is so cool.
How many days a week do you work out and how long?
I work out about 6 days a week, between 60 to 90 minutes, just solid weights, so not even with cardio.
Oh wow, so you do no cardio at all?
I do about 4 days a week, but it's not included in like the 60 to 90 minutes.
Oh, okay. And so what's a sample cardio workout for you?
I'm a spinning instructor, so I teach 3 days a week, and I also do Muay Thai kickboxing. I have my blue belt.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. And we all know that diet is almost just as, if not more, pretty much is more important than fitness. And what would you say your typical grocery cart looks like?
I live on sweet potatoes and asparagus, chicken, orange recipe. I think Mrs. Dash has consumed me at this point. It's like all I have, I've got like 6 different flavors. It's great.
When you have cravings for something maybe like sweet or you don't want veggies or sweet potatoes, what do you have? What's your go-to?
It's hard because like in college on the weekends all my friends are going out and I have to sit there and like watch them and that's never fun. But I do 2 scoops of protein powder and I make it like pudding. But make like protein pancakes, but those times where you do have to indulge. I do like a chocolate chip cookie and fitness can be a part of your life, but it can't be like everything.
And so you are in college right now? Is that what you said?
I am a 19 and a sophomore.
Wow.
Yes.
So I can't. That's crazy. So you don't drink at all while you're 19? You're not allowed to.
No, not at all.
What would you say has been the hardest thing to overcome then while training for the fitness competitions?
I think just finding a balance. Because I know this last week, like the week for my diet, I had a test in quantum physics. And I had like a 1/4 cup of starch in me that day, and I just sat there and looked at it, and I was like, what is this? I had no clue. So just trying to keep your grades up and finding a balance, but it is, it's viable. Like anyone can do it, so like you don't really have time, you have to make time.
What's your favorite body part to work out?
Abs.
And what are some of your favorite moves?
I love hanging leg raises. I've been like addicted to those. Weighted reverse crunches on a decline bench are really fun. And I do a lot with the med ball.
Okay, so this is not your first show, but what did you do to really prepare? Like, I know you have to wear bathing suits and you've got like different costumes. So how did you know what to wear and like what to get?
Kathy Savage was a huge part. I emailed her about 3 different suits and the coaches all kind of told me what they thought.
So I guess, so is that how you learned how to do the poses? You had to hire, I don't want to say hired, but you sought experts.
Yeah, I went to a few shows and kind of watched, and then you kind of practice on your own and videotape, and you're like, oh, I need to like fix that. And then my first show, I did really well posing wise, but my suit was too light, and we had to change the hair after that. So you learn from just going.
What has been the most rewarding aspect of being here today? Or not today, but any fitness show. What's the most rewarding aspect of being a part of this?
Honestly, it's just that like feeling of euphoria that you have from like getting your body to that point and just being so fit where all you have to do is diet down for like a week and you're kind of there and just being really healthy. I've loved it because it kind of sets you apart from, I don't know, like in school maybe.
Yeah. Basically, you just kind of really tapered down your diet for a week before.
I really clean year round, like about 3 starches a day, sometimes 2, and then the last week I'll just go to 1, and I go pretty quickly. So
And the last thing I'll ask is, what is your #1 top tip for getting lean for people at home who they're not doing a competition, they just want to know your tip?
My top tip would be the worst thing you can do is just make this humongous plan and set this big goal, like I'm going to do this in a month. You know, life is too short. Just take it one day at a time. Like, who cares what you had last night? Just focus, like, be in the moment the morning of and think, what can you do to be that much healthier, that much more fit today? So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it. Thanks.